Happy Friday, happy Friday. How y'all doing? Ooh, I just got in from the health center and I'm glad I didn't have to cook. I warmed up some leftovers that I had. It's just a turkey burger and gravy with mushrooms and onions on it. Some mashed cauliflower with some of that gravy on top. And some asparagus spears. It's always nice when you don't have to come and cook. And I got a Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, I told you my darn hand lately. Anyway, so what y'all doing today? Let me say my grace, y'all. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for my many blessings, God. Thank you for the food I'm about to receive, for the nourishment of my body. In Christ's name, amen. So, y'all, how your Friday going? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Put my little boy Frank's on here. So, yeah, y'all. I got an update on y'all, too. And I just want to thank Candace again for sharing her story about her son and the video gaming. She sent me an update. They got the guy, they caught him. He was arrested. He was a sex offender. So he was arrested, and they have to go to court. I think she said on October the 2nd or 3rd. So y'all pray for them and pray for this guy. I don't mean no harm. I mean, I want him to do better, but we need to get him away so he won't have that effect on any other child or be trying to still be a predator for other kids. And again, if you haven't talked to your children about gaming, please do so and talk to them about that gaming situation. Y'all, was a story here that happened here in the news. Piece of onion wasn't right. And it was over by where I used to work, where my daughter lives. And the bad part about it is, it was about a carjacking, and it happened in one of the Kroger stores in a Kroger gas station. And it was a doctor who was there getting gas in a Mercedes truck. And while he was getting gas, his key fob, I guess, was still in the truck. Some kind of way, I don't know how it went down, but while he was pumping gas, somebody got in his car and snatched his key fob. And so he went back up to I guess the pay thing, trying to figure out what was going on. And some kind of way he went back to the car, and a young man was in his car trying to start his car. So I guess some type of way they exchanged words. And when he had gotten out the car, well, it was a black Lexus that had pulled up behind him, and it had 3 other passengers in it. Apparently, it was all 4 of the young men in the car. And so, some kind of way, fires were shot out of the car. And so, the doctor fired back. And in firing back, he killed one of the young men. And another one was injured, was shot in the foot. And I was talking to my daughter about it. They were saying in the article, I'm going to get to the part about the young man dying in a minute, but they were saying in the article, they were surprised that this happened over this part of town in broad daylight. And I'm like, that made no sense at all to me. Because first of all, stop thinking whatever area of town you live in that you insulated to crime. Crime happens all over here. The percentage may be lower in some places, but crime happens everywhere. And in this particular area of town, I told y'all where I used to work, was like a luxury car lot to me. I mean, some of everything. Everything. Bentleys, everything. I can't even think of that other car this guy had that I worked with it. But antique car, oh, excuse me, you name it. Doctors, lawyers, all in this building. That was just the one building I worked in when I was over there. And of course, it was people like me, regular smuggler people that drove regular cars, you know. So they kept saying, well, why? I'm like, well, if you're going to go and seek these cars to steal, where do you think you would go? You would go where the cars were, where there was a large population of those type vehicles that you could steal those type vehicles. And I was telling my daughter that. She said, why was it 4 of them in the car? I told her because they were on a job. This was a job. That wasn't going to be the only car they was going to steal. That was the first one. They probably was going to steal 2 or 3 cars, and the drivers, those other 3 passengers, were drivers for those cars. They wasn't joy driving. Because come to find out, well, they put them, I don't know why they put the value of the Mercedes on there. The Mercedes that the truck the man was driving was like I think it was $47,000, if I'm not mistaken. And the article went on to say that they were in a store, the Lexus that they were in was stolen. And it was worth $30,000. I don't know why they put the car value in there, but I guess they'll get to it later on. But, you know, like I said, it's like the OK Corral. Now, I'm scared to be out almost sometime in public because you don't know who's going to get to shooting. People like he's saying this man was shooting back for his own life. And I'm sure he could have let him go. I'm sure his car was insured. But you shooting at me, that means you trying to kill me, so I got to shoot back at you. And if you got a gun, you're not going to think, well, I'm just going to duck and let him go to see another day. You're going to be like, well, hey, we got somebody finna get hit, and I'm going to try to let them get hit with a bullet instead of me. So he pulls out his gun and go to shooting. Now, unfortunately, a mother has to bury her 16-year-old son. All for something material. Something material. It's not worth the consequences, y'all. If you out there trying to live that life. I'm sure the mother would rather have her son here broke as a joke than living that life. So the 18-year-old has been arrested for attempted murder, grand theft auto, and all of that. Because, of course, they shot at the doctor. I don't know why I told y'all he was a doctor. He's a cardiologist. They don't have anything to do with it because he was just putting gas in his car. And I was telling my daughter, the young man that got caught, I don't mean no harm, but he needs to tell everybody's name that was in the car. And he needs to tell whoever they was working for. Because they were clearly working for somebody. These some young boys, and like I said, this was not no joyriding stuff. They were stealing cars for a purpose. And like you say, you came over there to seek those type vehicles. So you could, you know, do whatever you're going to do with them of ill. And you got to think when you go to, and unfortunately, not only that, I'm sure this doctor's intent was not to kill anybody. Now that's got to be something he has to live with the rest of his life. And even if it was going to be, he can rationalize it with him or me. It was going to be them or me. His conscience still, man, at the end of the day, he got to carry that the rest of his life, that he's now indeed killed someone. It's a lot. Everything in life has consequences. But now it's consequences for everybody. It's consequences for this man who was just trying to put gas in his car. It's consequences for a mother who thinks she has instilled the right things in her son. Now she got to bury her son. It's consequences for the other mother whose son did get caught and shot and injured. Either he has to be quiet, it may be retaliation if he doesn't be quiet, or he has to tell it. But now she got to spend time looking at her son for years in jail, because he's definitely going to get years in jail at the minimum. Visiting her son in prison behind bars. So when you do stuff, I know the big thing, people say, I'm just doing me, I'm living me, I'm doing my life. Your life and the stuff and the consequences and the decisions you make have a domino effect. And it goes on to other people, and it hits other people's lives. It's just a sad situation. But let's get off that, y'all. I watch this couple sometimes on YouTube called His and Her Money, and they have a tendency to, they got out of debt themselves. But they interview other people. And they interviewed this woman who's a stockbroker. Well, she still works for this stock company now, as a stockbroker now. She didn't name the company. But her name was Aisha Sutton. And it was just something about how she became a multimillionaire. And it just goes to show you about choices in life. She said she knew when she was young, she watched the movie Boomerang. When she was young and she saw black people, she grew up, you know, with a single mother. And blase, but her mother instilled good values in her. But she just knew she was going to be a millionaire at a young age. Whether by crook or by hook. Illegally or legal. And she said her with another friend had devised a plan, because she was going to be a crack dealer. She knew she could make money selling crack. And that's what she had in her mind. And she had devised this plan. They were going to buy and redistribute with one of her friends. And her mother came in and said, I don't know what it is you're about to do, but don't do it. And she said, she herself don't really have a relationship with God, but she know God through her mother's relationship with God. And so she didn't do it. She didn't do the illegal method. So when she went to college, she majored in marketing off of seeing this. She saw these people successful in the movie Boomerang. I don't know if y'all remember that with Eddie Murphy, Robin Givens, Eartha Kitt, Grace Jones was in the movie, Martin Lawrence. Yeah, if y'all ever seen the movie, it's a good movie. I think that's the one with Halle Berry in it. And Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night, you know. And so she majored in marketing. And she said one of her classes, one of her friends said they were going after college to become a stockbroker. And so that's how she got into it and got, and she just absorbed. She did that after college, and she absorbed everything she saw the VPs do, and that's how she became wealthy. And it's funny, and I'm telling this story kind of to draw you back to the car thing. It's about choices in life. She was real, and I'm going to put the link down if I can remember in the description so you can go and listen to it if you want to. But she could have made the choice of going ahead and call herself being a crack dealer, drug dealer. And it's not to say you won't ever think of doing things wrong, and you might not slip up. But when you choose to make better choices, you still can be successful and still have, if your ultimate goal is to have just material things, I'm just making a mess, as usual, you can still have and attain those things in life. So, I don't know. It makes me want to pick up, and it's one thing to have a gun, But I think it's more important to get practice. Because y'all, I'm at the stage now, I'm kind of like the doctor. I want to start going to the gun range and get my shooting down to accuracy. You know, because to be honest with you, if I feel like you coming at me with bullets, or you coming in my home, or whatever, when I shoot, I'm not trying to reason with you. Come across my threshold. I'm just not. If you come up on me in the street, I'm just not trying to reason with you. I'm 5'2". I'm limping. I ain't got time to be trying to talk to you. You'd be not something to me. And it's sad that it's come to that. So, I don't necessarily want to kill anybody, but I do want to be able to shoot you to accuracy where I can stop you and mean stop you. I don't want you to be able to still do nothing to me, period. If it means just putting you down to that point. So, and it's sad, like I said, it has come to that you have to think about your protection. But like I said, I really don't even like to go outside. And I hate to see guns on people out. It's like the OK Corral. Now, everybody got a gun strap. Of course, you can carry conceal, but which I would prefer. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? You know. And like I said, I do think it needs to be better gun control and how guns are getting to people's hands. But at the end of the day, it's not guns that kill people. It's people that kill people. And the people that behind the guns is killing them. But I think they're too accessible also. But it's sad to say that you almost have to have one. Because everybody else got one. And you can't fight no bullets necessarily with words. Because when they shooting at you, like this doctor, he had asked them to get out of his car. The words didn't work. It's just sad, y'all. Anyway, just keep praying for each other, one another. Be kind as you can to each other. And know that when it's time for you to have materialistic things that that's out, they go, they wear out. They don't bring you joy. You know, when it's your time to attain those things, you'll get them. Don't look for the fast way out. Anyway, that's enough of my talking today. I don't know if this was any kind of conversation y'all wanted to hear. But anyway, you know I love you. You know I appreciate you always for coming by, stopping by to see me. I want y'all to have a beautiful and blessed Friday night, Saturday day. I'll definitely, hopefully see you Sunday. I'm saying definitely, but hopefully I'll see you Sunday for Sunday's dinner. Anyway, want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love you. Bye.